What's up, everybody? My name is Philip. This is the Bad Cigarette Podcast. I'm not home. I went away for work. I traveled for work. I'm in Michigan, Marshall, Michigan, which is like an hour away from Grand Rapids, and then an hour away from, not another hour, but like not like 40 minutes from Lansing, Michigan. And this place is chill. I like it. It has like the place that I'm staying at has like a small town kind of vibe to it. And I don't hate small towns, but there's not a lot to do. You know what I mean? Like I just got off work and I'm just sitting in my hotel and I'm about to go to Walmart. And that's literally the only hangout spot that I know. I'm not going to hang out, I'm going to buy food. But also there's a hotel and a casino somewhere around here. I might actually go there at some point while I'm still here and then just go check it out and see what they have there. But anyways, I feel like this place is as safe as a place can be, in my opinion. Because ever since I got here, I've only seen like one police officer or two, and that was only at a construction site where they had to direct traffic or something like that. So this place is chill, very safe, very nice. People are really nice. It's a usually when you think about like nice people, at least in my opinion, not as far as racially. You know what I mean? Like racism is a lot. There's a lot of racism on the south side or in the south. But when I think about hospitality and just people being nice and welcoming and just hospitality, I don't think about the Midwest. I think about Tennessee, just the South. But here, I feel like it's kind of like that. So people here are also like really nice and they care about each other. And trust me, you're gonna meet some people that are not really nice, and then you're gonna meet people that are really nice. And so far, I've only met people that are actually nice. I haven't seen anybody that I would say, oh, this person is not very nice. You know what I mean? And I went to downtown just one time, which is like 20 minutes, and another 20 minutes away from here. Like, literally, this place is just not in the middle of nowhere, but everything is far. Literally. Like, I've got to drive 20 minutes to get to downtown. And it's, as I said, it has like a very small town kind of vibe. There's nothing there, really. I've only been there once, you know, but as far as I've seen, there's not a whole lot of things there. And then here where I'm at, it's kind of the same. There's not a whole lot of things. We have some shopping centers, some that I've never seen too. I saw this shop that looks like Home Depot, but it's not Home Depot. It has like a lot more things than Home Depot. And then there's this other place called Hard Rock. It's like a farm market. It's like a farm grocery store. Basically like Walmart. It's like a grocery store, but like for where you can find like a lot of things that you'd find in like a farmer's market, and they have those things in different varieties. Not only that, but they have them in like huge quantities, and it's crazy. They have all kind of things you can think of. Literally, I went there the other day and grabbed. They have these machines where you can make your own stuff too. I was able to mix chocolate, peanut, white chocolate, and what else? Coconut and a few other seeds in one blender looking thing, and I was able to like crush it and made it look like peanut butter, but of course not as fine as peanut butter. I'm glad, because I don't like the sketchy feeling of a peanut butter that's like really fine. I'm not cool with that. But this thing that I made it was like peanut butter, but not as fine as I said, not as fine as peanut butter, but it was like a paste. It was really good. I don't know. I just kept eating it like you would eat ice cream or anything else, or like you would eat peanut butter, just plain peanut butter. But it was really sweet, and I'm definitely gonna go back there and get some more. And then they have fene. Fene is it's like an African fruit, but Asians also have it in Asia. So like it grows on a really big tree, and it looks almost like not like a coconut, but it's really big. I don't know. I'm gonna put a picture if I can. But so they have that, and what else? They have this like a crazy amount of pineapples that are really ripe and ready to eat. You look at a pineapple and get just like imagine yourself eating that fucking pineapple. It's like you can look at a pineapple and be like, oh yeah, that's a really nice pineapple. But these pineapples that they have at that store, they're so good. You look at it, You just wanna fucking buy it and go eat it right outside. They just look perfectly ready to be eaten. You would think that they have a truck just coming in every single day, making sure that everything is as fresh as it can be. And so that's why I go to like buy food literally every day or every single day that I need food. But I'm the kind of person that would eat like the same thing over and over again. I'm not going back there because I'll most likely just get the same thing that I get every day, and that's I'm trying to like diversify what I'm taking in. I'm trying to like eat different things so I can gain some muscles. When you're working a lot, you want to work a lot and eat a lot. It's because if you work a lot, you're gonna work your body out and then you're gonna become really small, especially when it's hot as fuck and you're working in construction. You wanna eat as much as you're working. So I'm gonna go find some food that is a lot better than the one that I've been eating. You know, I know where to go find the food also. So there is that. And also, what else about this? So I went down in Grand Rapids, which is like 50 minutes away from here, actually an hour, and that place looked amazing. Knoxville is really good, and Knoxville have everything that we need depending on what time you go there. It's Knoxville is beautiful. We got ice cream, we got the farmers market, and every weekend or every other weekend, and then we've got that really nice movie theater. It's just the infrastructure here is kind of different. You know what I mean? Like I feel like here buildings are really close to each other and they're tall as fuck, and it just looks like it gives off more of a city kind of vibe more than Knoxville would give. And then the infrastructure, they have this place where I guess if you've been to Knoxville, Tennessee, and you've been to the Sun Sphere, think of that, but a lot smaller. No, not like the Sun Sphere, of course, like the area around the Sun Sphere, like the World's Fair Park, basically. Yeah, think of that, but like a lot smaller, tiny, with buildings all around it. Not like also Knoxville has buildings all around the Fair Park, but think of those buildings being really close to the park, and then those buildings are businesses where you can just get ice cream and then just eat right in front of, like right in the park, sit down and chill, talk to somebody for the ones that got somebody, and then just chill. But yeah, this place is it's just a cool place, I think. But would I live here forever? Nah, I feel like I'm not living in Knoxville, Tennessee. I just want to stay there. But of course, I want to go places like I'm doing. I want to travel as much as I can and see what's out there. You never know. You never know what's out there until you go see it. And another thing about this town is that everywhere you go, it's like it's like an agricultural kind of town. And everywhere you go, you're either gonna find corn or soybeans. You're not gonna see any other kind of plant. Like in a farm, it's either corn or soybean. Not just like 2 acres of soybean or 3 acres of soybean or 2 or 3 acres of corn. Literally, when you see a farm, it's gonna be as big as your eyes can fucking see, and it's just gonna be corn. Like the whole thing is just corn. You can drive almost like a whole mile and look within the farm, and as far as your eyes can see, and this is just corn everywhere. So, and then the same thing for soybean, and I don't understand why people do that. Farmers, like, if you have like a really big piece of land, why is it that you have just one kind of plant in there? You know what I mean? If I was them, I would just have like a huge, gigantic piece of that land be dedicated to just one thing, and then the rest can be for other things like cabbage, because they have the water and the seeds and everything they need to plant anything else that they need. Because I feel like if you have the ability to plant 90 or 60 or 70 or 50 acres of corn, you also have the ability to plant 1 acre of cabbage or 1 acre of regular beans that is not soybean. I don't understand why people do that. It probably has something to do with how they're gonna sell the corn and how they're gonna use it and whatever it is, the reason that they're planting all those things. But yeah, it's just what I saw, and I feel like it's very unique. What else should I talk about? Dude, traveling. I feel like everybody should travel. I was never the kind of guy that would go to places just to go there or to go. Like I'm traveling for work right now, but if I get a chance, if I like get off work and I have time, I'm definitely just going somewhere just to go there. 'Cause, dude, you don't really know what's out there and how beautiful it is until you go out there and see it and experience it yourself. So most of the things that I feel like somebody needs to travel is just a car. If you're gonna go really far, just go with a car. I recommend that if you're gonna go with your car, just make sure if the place that you wanna go is less than 8 hours, you can drive there. If your car is reliable enough, you can just drive there. You know what I mean? But if I feel like it's more than eight, if the place that you want to go is more than 8 hours, just fly. That's just my opinion, dude. Just fly. It's better. It might be a lot cheaper too. So, and then just find a place that you like. If you have the money, just go there and see what's out there. Cause just hearing stories about places and being told things and not being there to see it yourself and experience it yourself is completely different than you actually going there and seeing it. Like just hearing stories is not enough. I didn't know I was gonna end up here in Michigan at all. I had people that I grew up with that lives here in Michigan, but I didn't know they were here. Like you see how crazy that is. Like people that I literally grew up that I have not seen in like 10 years were living here in Michigan, but I didn't know that they were here until I came here and I was talking to one of my other friends, and they said, "Dude, you know what? This and this guy from Africa that you grew up with also lives in Michigan. This is their number and this is their address. If you get a chance, just go visit them." And I had some time, and I went to visit one of my very old friends. And dude,